it's my turn. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of blanked for like the. Wait, are we in chapter 3 or 2? What chapter did we just do?
What? You're on chapter 4.
Alright, hold on. I'm in chapter 3 currently. I might have to read the previously because I kind of blanked when.
Well, read it to yourself.
Okay, Krampus. Anyways, no. What? The first line is just no one's POV. Who is no one? The author? Who is that?
I guess it's just from an outside source that doesn't exist.
I guess. Wait, say good morning to everybody who comes in.
Good morning, everybody.
yeah. I glare up at the bathroom who took my family away from me. Sorry, there's a lot of hers and I'm trying to replace it with me. With only myself and my cousin Allison. And only survivors, Allison got captured as they tried to flee in the snow. And it is now at the mercy of the minions who prepared to throw to her death in a fiery pit of the underworld. The minions watched as their master and me as the dangled Allison. What? As they dangled Allison. Oh wait, as they dangled Allison dangerously. I'm gonna get killed. As they dangled Allison, dangerous close to the fire pit. I dropped a crowbar in her hand and looked at Krampus with pleading eyes. Please, let her go. I'll do anything, but please spare her. She begs, tears filling fearful, and I'm stuck. No, I haven't been doing any of my tasks, so I look very suspicious. Because I've just been going in circles. Where was I? Stood silent, processing those words on his mind. His minions notice as they look up at each other and their master with confusion and uncertainty of the minions. Only one is watching me with curiosity. Dear clown!
You're a clown!
Oh, the enormous Jack-in-the-Box that's attached killed both Allison and Henry. Unknowingly to me, the jester watches me as I stood over my ground against Krampus. Sorry, I'm trying to do my best. I'm voting for myself. Don't tell anybody that I'm reading. Where was I? The jester watches me. Oh wait, we already read that. Krampus curious and shook the girl's spunk. Despite me ever-growing fear behind my fake charade, anything, Krampus. Anything, Krampus rasped in a German accent, breaking the silence surrounding everyone. I nod and hold my hand. I hold my ground still, despite shaking uncontrollably, and on the inside, and my heart rate spiking. I'll let you have your family free and spare them if you will serve me for the rest of your life. Krampus rasped to me, who I recoil in anger. What? I'll never do that. Not after all you've done. I spat, almost forgetting that Allison's life hangs on my shoulders. Krampus sees that and motions a hand for the minions to drop Allison into the fiery pit of the below. Oh my god, my eyes are straining from trying to read. Me realizing my mistake, my eyes widened in horror. Wait, I'll do it. Please spare her. I beg. Why aren't I saving them? I would much rather them be dead. Falling to my knees as tears fall down my cheeks, Krampus motions for the minions to let Allison go and creates a whirlworld. I can't pronounce a whirlwind, um, around him, and making me what? And make what? What is it? And making me making the duo despair along the minions. What have I done, Chelsea? What? I mean, me, thought and darkness surrounding me.
Pull up chat for a moment.
Why did you follow yourself? So... I'm almost done. I can be I don't know what was happening. I was just voting myself. But, back in my house, all the family members were there and alive, except for me, myself. The family panicked and searched frantically. You guys didn't care about me like the last 5 hours ago, and now you're like, oh, where is she? This is not part of the fanfic. This is my little nitpicky thing. They all want me for money because I'm so smart. Stopping when Allison knew what happened to me. After Allison explains what happened to my mother, my mother collapses on the ground, sobbing as the rest of the family looks at Allison in horror and shock. Fucking hell, what is the sentence? On their faces. And then, dotted lines. Dun! What do y'all think? Well, what do ye think will happen to ye now? That's not how you say that. Sorry, I haven't updated it in a while. I've been busy with stuff and I've kind of forgot to post this. You belong to yourself, while Krampus and his minions belong to Mike, the person who made Krampus the movie.
Chelsea glares up at the demon who took her family away from her, with only herself and her cousin, Allison, the only survivors. Allison got captured as they tried to flee in the snowplow, and is now at the mercy of the minions, who prepare to throw her to her death in the fiery pits of the underworld. The minions watch their master, and Chelsea as they dangle Allison dangerously close to the fire pit. Chelsea drops the crowbar in her hand as she looks at Krampus with pleading eyes. Please, let her go. Please. I'll do anything. But please spare her.
Didn't we just
She
read
begs.
this? What chapter are you on?
I'm on chapter 5, the
Okay.
deal.
Oh, okay. Did I skip a chapter?
Well, why did they tell me to start? I'm not even. Oh, I hate them.
Well,
Give me a moment here.
oh god.
I'm just gonna aimlessly swing this around.
Let's go this way. I have a problem.
Krampus looks down at Chelsea as he stood still and silent, processing those words in his mind. His minions noticed and looked at each other as their master with confusion and uncertainty. Of the minions, only one was watching Chelsea with curiosity. Did you read this already?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I might have skipped a chapter. What does it say, like, at the bottom?
What do you mean?
Like, at the bottom, like, the last part was the family, like, realizes that I'm lost. You know what? It's fine. We don't, just read chapter 6. Yeah, because I'm in chapter 7, and you... Okay, well, just read chapter 6, so we don't need chapter 4. Chapter 4, if you already watch Krampus, it's just them, I think, probably fighting everybody, and we might have locked eyes with Deer Clown.
Dear Clown.
I'm sorry.
Chelsea groaned slightly as she slowly woke up in a room. She tries to get her bearings, but it was too dim to see. She looks down. Oh, that's not a body. She looks down and realizes that she wasn't back in her room and screams slightly, only slightly,
Only slightly.
falling off the bed with a pained yelp. She gets up and quickly runs, to the window, praying that it was all a dream. I missed my exit. There's a body in here. Did I do that? Did I report it?
Somebody
I
did.
did. Okay. And bruh.
I'm so sorry. It's so bad because it was the person that I asked to follow. If they can follow me. Because I have an emergency button.
Did you do it, Ribbon?
They just laughed. Oh my god,
I hate it here. I don't know why I do this. As she looked outside, there was nothing except white. God.
What was that?
She scrambled back in horror and stumbles out the door, frantically looking for an exit. She looks around and sees no one in the area, so she takes that chance to immediately head over to the exit, avoiding contact with the dark elves/minions and staying in the shadows. She makes it without being seen and heads over to the door. Before she can open it and race free, a tail wraps itself around her and pulls her away from the door. Chelsea yelps in surprise and terror as she is face to face with the jester that attacked her family and ate Addison, along with her older brother and Derek unknowingly. She struggles in the vice-like grip as the jester brought her away from the exit.
Ruben, I think you should open the chat.
What?
I'm so sorry.
As soon as it lets go, Chelsea. Wait. As soon as it lets Chelsea go, she immediately bolts to the door, only to be grabbed by her hoodie. The jester carries her over to the bed with its jaws and growls lowly at her as it gently sets her down onto the bed. Chelsea crawls away from escaping it, fear and anger in her eyes. That thing kept her from escaping this horrible place, but outside didn't look too pleasant either. Oh, you'll die if you go out there right now, the jester says in a demonic voice, hinted with a German accent. What's the German accent like again? Ruben, what's the German accent like?
I don't know, and like, this sounds very stereotypical, and I'm sorry for any German people that will maybe watch this, but the only thing I know that they say is yeah. I couldn't tell you anything else. I'm not the best.
You'll die if you go out there right now.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Chelsea glares at it, looking away from the jester. Better than in here, she spat as she shuddered from both the cold and the terror of being stuck in here forever. The jester notices and wraps its tail around her again, but this time more gently, and puts a blanket around Chelsea. Chelsea grumbles, but lets it warm her, freezing smaller up. What in the world does that mean? The jester looks down at Chelsea with curiosity and slight pity for her, since he notices her fiery yet still broken personality as the creature was in its thoughts. Chelsea suddenly felt tired and falls asleep in the jester's gentle but firm grip. Oh my gosh, this is so weird. Oh, we're playing. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I was afraid. Don't worry. Actually, wait, I'll follow Red. Sorry, I forgot that we were doing this.
A yawn makes the jester snap out of its thoughts, and makes it look down at a sleeping Chelsea in its tail. Where am I?
That's not a question you should be asking.
I'm so lost right now.
Do you want us to go find you?
The jester couldn't help but chuckle softly as it curls up next to Chelsea, resting its head on their huge gloved hand, tired from the raid earlier, and Chelsea's out. As the creature fell asleep, it made a promise in its head. I will make sure you won't be hurt anymore. I promise, it thought as it drifted off to sleep. Yeah, so I died, but anyways, it's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn? You just defend me for a bit, because I'm in a bit of a predicament.
I'm a bit dead, Ruben.
Oh yeah, I forgot it.
You farted my body!